everyone. It's been a few days. It's been a long few days. I'm exhausted. Oh my God. Let's see. It's the 7th. Did leave a pair of glasses in a rental car along the way in the journey. But they're just the dime store kind, so it's no big deal. And so for these little check-in videos, and I'm a couple... Connection was paused again. Okay, we'll keep trying this and see how this goes. So today I just wanted to say something that I say all the time to families. A lot of families post in our Facebook group. And if you don't know, we have a Facebook group that has about 35,000 people in it. It's getting trickier to manage now with so many people. And it's kind of interesting that the hardest thing to manage is the simple request that people be respectful of other people, especially families with acutely lead-poisoned kiddos. Anyway, so a common thing in our Facebook group is that people say, should I worry about this or should I worry about that? And my response is always, never worry. There's nothing to worry about. Just use science. Let the science help you make an informed decision, and don't worry about any of these things. Don't stress. I mean, if I could tell all of you, give you a magic power, the main thing is I don't have any stress about any of this. It's interesting to me. It's educational. When I learn something new, like something I like, test positive for a toxicant, then I change my habits based on that new information. It's not hard. I do it one thing at a time. You know, the hardest thing has been like giving up potato chips. That's been hard for the kiddo. And, you know, it's just, if you have science to help you make an informed decision, like a lab report, and you've got the lab report, you don't need anyone to interpret it for you. You can decide, is this much lead too much? And yeah, I'm going to say all federal agencies agree with the scientific and medical community's consensus that there's no safe level of lead exposure, and any lead exposure is too much lead exposure, especially ingested lead exposure for women of childbearing age, pregnant women, and children. Of course, men are included too, but, you know, the scientific consensus is just about pregnant women and children, and recently more so all people, all humans. And that was really exciting last year when I think there was a big news story that said there's no safe level of lead exposure for human beings. And it's really great to finally have the language that we've been pushing out every day shared by mainstream media, and then have it on Stephen Colbert the other night, last weekend, was like amazing. So I will say that if the lab report shows it's positive for lead, then the consensus is there's no safe level of lead exposure. So stop using that product. Don't worry about it. And I understand the consideration about worry. I just think worry is not a helpful process. Instead, learn, examine, look at the sources where your information is coming from. Definitely look at all of these statements made by either influencers selling products or companies making the products, especially when we're talking about food products that are, you know, they have the possibility of doing better. That's the main thing, is that our 101 safer choices that we have on our safer choices list, which is in our bio and all over the place. It's linked on the top of the website menu, which is linked at the top of every page of the website. The Safer Choices list has 101 items. That's 101 items that tested safe by all standards, including the standards proposed with the Baby Food Safety Act of 2021, which is action levels of 5 parts per billion for lead, cadmium, and 2 parts per billion for mercury. We haven't been able to get consistent testing down to that. And 10 parts per billion for arsenic. So we've got at least, you know, safe by all standards, with the exception being and, you know, that is an important data point, that 101 products out of 600 we've tested and reported on to date are safe. So, like, why aren't the other ones? Why can't these other companies make these products safe? Why can't the other companies get the lead and cadmium and mercury and arsenic out of their products? And some of them can't. Like, we're not going to find it out of fish in our lifetime. Hank Green and I disagree on some things, and he posted about mercury yesterday. But the main thing about that was that we're not going to get the mercury out of fish in our lifetime. So do you want to live that life where you might have disease that's exacerbated by daily or regular or weekly or monthly mercury consumption at levels that you don't know what they are? Well, the answer is find out how much they are. Decide what amount of mercury you feel is acceptable, and then use that brand of tuna fish. For me, it's zero. Everyone in my family died of cancer, so I'm not going to be eating any more tuna fish. I don't care how low the mercury level is of the other ones, that we should have the results back today. But if the sardines, the low end at 16 parts per billion, and then this other tuna might be one of the high ends, it was like 240 parts per billion, then even the low tuna, the low mercury tuna, I'm guessing, will probably test positive for at least 25 parts per billion mercury, maybe 50, maybe 100. What's the lowest level? I don't know that they're making those numbers public consistently. We'll find out. But I'm really excited to find our new tuna fish numbers. Anyway, so I don't worry about tuna fish. I just don't eat it. And if you've been eating tuna fish and you're worried about lead exposure and you're worried about mercury exposure, stop taking all the detox supplements that are possibly contaminated with lead and increase your garlic uptake. It's practically free. And you can eat, I've grown my own garlic many years in a row, and they make beautiful pom-pom purple flowers. They're so great. And they're fun crop for the kids to grow, and they grow easily in a pot. You don't have to have a big garden. So grow your own garlic, and it's free. And it's scientifically proven to at least eliminate lead. And it looks like there's some additional science showing it helps eliminate cadmium. And your grandmother and your great-grandmother always said, garlic's good for you. So, don't worry. You can't change the past. That's the main thing. If your worry is past-based, like, oh, I took this prenatal during my pregnancy and it tested positive for mercury, we can't do anything about that now. So don't worry about it. Just make changes moving forward. Maybe if you took a mercury-contaminated prenatal vitamin during your pregnancy, you're going to choose to not have any mercury while you're nursing. Maybe you're going to choose, so you won't eat that low mercury tuna fish or the sardines. You don't have to worry about the past. Just make safer choices for the future. And hopefully we're helping you do that. And please, oh my gosh, go to our Patreon channel. We're doing a giveaway for all this great Naturepedic stuff. I asked them if they'll donate. Every year for my birthday, I ask them to donate stuff so we can do giveaways, and they do. And this year we've got a baby package with a Naturepedic crib, a mattress, a sheets, and a pillow, and not a pillowcase, a waffle blanket. And then there's a set of organic sheets. That's another of the prizes. And 2 of their brand new cool organic cotton bathrobes. I'm looking forward to using those when I get home. So, there's all these great prizes. Come over to Patreon and you'll get those lab reports first. You'll be able to see about the products first before anybody else. And when we send them out to you on Patreon, it's not like Instagram or Facebook, where the algorithm doesn't show our readers anything. So, the social media algorithm is messed up, and we're not getting any engagement on our posts because we have posted about things that are political and related to lead poisoning. So, and that's for some reason it puts the kibosh on our account. So please subscribe to Patreon, subscribe to our newsletter. We have a new newsletter sponsor as of tonight. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell you. It's the least toxic slow cooker option we've been able to find. And we're going to be sharing about that on our newsletter tonight. So, please subscribe to our newsletter. It's free. If you do tamararubin.com/subscribe, you can find the page, or it's like on every page of the website, there's a subscribe portal. So you can subscribe to our newsletter for free, and you'll be second to get our lab reports. So Patreon gets the lab reports first, then our newsletter does, then we share them on social media where nobody sees them. So don't worry, be happy. If you haven't listened to that Bobby McFerrin song recently, do it again. The kids love it too. Don't worry, be happy. It was a great song. And I actually met him when I was working as an event coordinator in Marin. He was such a nice guy, so thoughtful and caring, and just a really great artist. I really enjoyed meeting him. Anyway, don't worry, be happy, and check out the science to support any concerns you have so you can make safer choices going forward, because you can't change the past. And don't forget, subscribe to our Patreon channel. You can do so for free, and our newsletter. Okay, I think that's it. Hopefully this worked. I'm going to turn around and then flip the phone to show you where I am. I'm in the northern Scottish Highlands. I don't think you can see anything. It's pretty dark. Let's see if I go this way if you can see anything. Oh yeah, there you go. That's a little better. This is one of the places we come in the winters where we save a ton of money. We don't have to pay health insurance. We pay travel health insurance. It's pennies on the dollar for health insurance we would pay in the United States. Groceries cost 1/4 to 1/3 the cost, and they're almost all healthier and better choices than what we can get in the United States. And we're paying to a small trivial amount to rent a house in the winter that would otherwise not be rented. Basically, we're covering the electricity bill, and that we're friends with our neighbor, and that is a fraction of the cost of my electricity bill in Portland. So I'm staying in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house on the northern Scottish Highlands, the Scottish Sea here, for less than, I think it's about a third of my electricity bill in the winter in Portland, and that's where we're paying to stay here, so, which is like nothing. And then I'm trying to write and answer questions and get through a lot of the backlog, so I'm excited for all the lab reports that we're going to be publishing soon. It's November 7th. This email, it's not an email, it's going to be a video shared in an email, has gone on too long, so I'm sorry about that, but thanks for being here, thanks for watching. And I will see you guys soon. I'll try and come back later. Again, don't worry. Be happy. Re-listen to the Bobby McFerrin song if you're having trouble being happy in this current political climate and life. It's a good song. Okay, bye-bye.